do whatever is necessary to see that this problem is brought before the United Nations.
Have you had any commitments from any nations in Africa to support you in this move?
I would rather not say at this time. But one thing I found in my travels, all of them look upon us as their long-lost brother.
You realize the implication is that you have had such commitments when you say...
This is your interpretation of what I said.
Revealing and Improving Information Now. What's up with y'all? This episode 13. And man, what's good with y'all, MD? It's good to be back. You know, it's been a minute, but your boy back. Shout out to everybody that support episode 12. Shout out to the people that support that episode, 1 through 12. Yeah, man. Now 1 through 13, man. What up, man? Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all know, man. Appreciate that. Everybody that looked at the videos, took the time out. You know, everybody, you know, hit me up, asking what's the update on the album and different things like that. Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all, you know, support me. You know, we got a lot to talk about. We're gonna get into some boxing. I'm gonna play some speeches that I also thought was motivational. For y'all who didn't listen to episode 12 of the podcast, I broke down that, you know, from this point on, I'm basically picking different speeches that I feel like, you know, is inspirational to me. And so I just basically share, you know, and hopefully it can inspire the next person as it did for me. You know what I mean? So, and they from different periods. It can be some new, from old. It don't really matter. Like, you know, the time period, as long as the message, I feel like, is a strong message. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's talk about some NBA. Yeah, man. The Magic was home against the Hawks yesterday. The Magic had 100. The Hawks had 98. The Raptors was home against the Knicks. The Raptors had 113. And the Knicks had 88. I think the Raptors is the second best team in the East. The Celtics had 110. And the Wizards home had 104. And the Wizards lost. The Hornets versus the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers was home and they came out with the dub, 109. The Hornets had 103. The Lakers was home and beat the Thunder. The Lakers had 106. The Thunder had 81. You know, we did some deals, yeah, man, with the Lakers. Shout out to the ones we got, yeah, man. The Mavericks visited Golden State, and the Warriors had 121. The Mavericks had 103. Today games followed by the Pistons is home versus the Clippers. Everybody said that's gonna be a good game. Of course, you know, maybe Blake will have some type of grudge. It'll look crazy and look stupid in my opinion, because he just tried this tough guy. I can't really say tough guy, yeah, man, because, you know, even K.I. Martin said Blake don't really defend himself when other players be aggressive. For some, I guess you could say you're professional or whatever, but, you know, in my opinion, I feel like that you gotta throw them hands back. But, you know, man, I'm not in the NBA. Blake is. It's his career. But in my opinion, I feel like that Blake gonna come out on top with his dub. The Pistons definitely gonna win. Even though Lou Will, shout out to Lou Will, he just signed, I think, a 5-year extension on the Clippers. But at the same time, though, I don't really know if you can trust that, because Blake just signed a contract, I think, like 5 years also, and they traded Blake. So, you know what I mean? I think when they asked Lou Will, I would have to pull up the clip, but I believe they said he said that he's just trying to play basketball. He not really worried about the politics and you know, the trading and, you know, where you want to play at and why you did it, whatever. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, shit, man. Some of the media be goofy, man. Side note, they be goofy to the point they ask Kyrie, what do you feel about what's going on with the Cavs organization? Why would this nigga care? He don't pay him the Cavs no more, yeah, man. This is just be stupid. That's why the reporters be getting wild out. Man, shout out to Westbrook. We need guys like Westbrook, man. Shout out to Isaiah Thomas too. You know, even though y'all got traded, man. But you know, I mean, shout out to yo. Ball off, man. Anyway, let's get back to it. The Pelicans visit the 76ers. I believe the Pelicans are gonna come out on top because I believe Anthony Davis is my next favorite player other than LeBron. Even though the Sixers is nice, but I choose the Pelicans once again. We play the Hawks, and I feel like we're going to smash the Hawks. The Hawks are home, but I don't feel like that's nothing. We're going to see if these young boys get working. Yeah, man. The Pacers visit the Celtics. That's going to be a good game. I feel like it can go either way if they both have their full strength. Evan Turner is a nice young guy. As far as defense-wise, he's a beast. He gets busy. Also, the Celtics, everybody knows the Celtics. Some people claim they're the best team. Brad Stevens is definitely one of the best coaches in the league. That's undeniable. You know, the Nuggets versus the Rockets. Rockets home. Everybody knows the Rockets. The Bucks versus the Heat. Shout out to D-Wade returning. But I think if Ella the Cooper was hungry, they got this W. But it's Wade County. You never know. If Whiteside is in, I give it to the Heat. You got the Hornets versus the Jazz. I feel like that the Hornets got it. Timberwolves versus the Bulls. Yo, this the game Jimmy Butler was hyped. He said he was waiting for. He circled around his calendar. We're going to see what Jimmy Butler does. He don't want LeBron to block him again and do him dirty. But, yeah, man. He been a rival. If you're a LeBron fan, he been a rival for years. So, yeah, man. You got to respect him. But at the end of the day, you know. Also, the reporter asked a dumb question to Jimmy Butler, too. But let's see the narrow there. In the final game, the Trailblazers versus the Kings. I got my money on the Trailblazers. Now, for people who don't know, this is Flashback Friday, a little bit mixed with the present. Yeah, man, we're going to get into the boxing, but we're going to smooth it out. I can't really say smooth for this. Yeah, man. GOAT, who I feel like is the best. I feel like you can't use Ali, compare Ali to nobody, because he's the automatic GOAT. But other than Ali himself, this is the man that I'm choosing. Simply because he was young, knocking people out twice his age, twice his size. Let's get into a throwback. I'm Mike Tyson. Boxing. Revealing approved information now. Episode 13.
And imagine what's going to be going through the mind of Mike Tyson Thursday night when he's here in Atlantic City sitting in front of a TV set and watching Buster Douglas and Evander Holyfield square off for the heavyweight championship of the world. It will be the first time in 3.5 years that Tyson is not involved in that fight. And he says that he is convinced that that will be the lone exception. Since his shocking loss to Buster Douglas last February in Tokyo, Mike Tyson has fought once, a first-round destruction of Henry Tillman in June. In September, while training, Tyson suffered a gash over the eye, reputed to need anywhere from 30 to 50 stitches. Team Tyson now consists of Rich Giacchetti, the trainer of former heavyweight champ Larry Holmes, brought in by Don King after the Douglas loss to work with holdovers Jay Bright and Aaron Snowell. With his cut fully healed, Tyson is back in serious training. And as he prepares for his bout with Stewart, Michael Marley had a chance to sit down and talk to the former champ one-on-one.
Mike, in a couple of nights, two men are going to be fighting for what you used to own, the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Does it seem weird to you that you'll be watching two other guys fight for the 3 title belts?
Basically, I have no say-so. I don't give a about who wins. You know, I mean, just basically, there's no fight without me. There's no real championship fight without me. One guy, you know what I mean, who I believe holds was an outstanding fighter. You know what I mean, it's very difficult in this fight to choose because one guy is an outstanding little guy and the other guy's a big man, but he's not a great big man. Mostly when you see two great champions, a great big man against a great little man, a great little man against an outstanding big man. But, you know what I mean? He had a good night and he beat me in Tokyo, you know what I mean? God forbid, he fought a great fight that night. I didn't. But what do? He quit against guys lesser than Holyfield. You know what I mean? And once you quit, you always quit. You know what I mean? They talk about I took my beating, I got beat up in Tokyo. See, I took my beating like a man. He never took a beating. He quit before he could ever take a beating. You know what I mean? That's testing what he has inside. Like I was saying before, the championship don't mean unless you stand for something. You know what I mean? And we'll see how long he had it. I had it. When you think of guys that had it for 6 years, 4 years, Dempsey, how long he had it, 7 years, I had it for, 3.5 years. I made 11 defenses of my title. And for 3.5 years making 11 defenses, I'm up there in the all-time ranks with Tommy Burns and those guys. I mean, let's see how long he keeps the title. Let's see how many defenses he makes.
Mike, you said Buster Douglas had a lucky night in the ring in Japan. against a bum. Were you a bum in that fight?
When I made that statement, I meant the guy, with frame of mind, with just no aptitude of fighting. You say, what the hell? And like I said, after the fight, I said, they would make a big stink out of it. The country stopped for 1 minute or so. I said, the hell with it. I'm going to go home, I'm going to fill my eye, and I'm going to get some ice cream, and I'm going to go back out and date and continue to do what I want to do. I'll get the title back. The fight game is nothing without me. Like, they have two guys fighting. Who knows about it? There's people that don't even know they're fighting. You know what I mean? What the hell? I'm just looking forward for the winner.
If Douglas beats Holyfield, it looks as though you've got a rematch with Buster. Some people think you'll stiff Alex Stewart and not fight him in December.
No, you shouldn't believe that at all, because you know why? Because after I've kicked Stewart ass and give him a slow beating, nearly death, I'm going to take whoever's the winner after that, the Holyfield-Douglas fight, and then regain my title, and hopefully I can fight Ray Ruddock or this other guy, George Foreman, before he die of, rigor mortis.
Mike, you seem to be incensed about criticism that you've received. What's your feeling about the criticism?
These guys never fought in their damn life, and still they're going to be psychologists and say, I'm a swami, and I could look at Mike Tyson's brain and I tell from by the way he's acting, this is what he's thinking, which is, And the only thing that's unbelievable is that the public believes this. You know what I mean? And they believe this, and these guys are idiots. You know what I mean? They never fought a day in their life, but these are the same guys that talk about me on television like I'm some Dylan Moore, and I don't see them on television. People don't tell me. They say, "Hey, Mike, how you doing? You look in great shape. You look good, man. Boy, please, man, have to get in my face and say, Mike, I think you're an individual." They can't say I'm a bum. I'm not a good fighter because 3.5 years and 11 defenses proved it. They can't say that. So they could just say, Mike, you're a hell of a fighter, but I think you're a dog. I hate your attitude. I hate what you stand for. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Have the guts to say that.
Mike, when you think about what happened that Sunday afternoon in Japan, are you irritated at yourself, or have you put it behind you?
No, because basically when the fight was over, I said, here this go again. You deal with it. Basically, those things happen in life. You lose fights, you lose in life, you lose someone you love. But it's the person that comes back from that. Anybody can win a fight. I could put you in there with somebody, you can win a fight, and you can continue to win, and you say, wow, this is great, I'm going to win, I'm continuing. Then one day you lose, it discombobulates your whole frame of thought and everything, but anybody, the man's not thought of greatness because how many times he's raised in victory, this quote is. It's how many times he brings himself up from the brink of destruction. Because anybody can win. Anybody can win. It's like when you lose, guys go broke and they come back. It's just, like I say, it's a domino theory. You come down, you go down. You don't lose and then everything goes down. What the hell happened? Big deal, I lost a fight. You know what I mean? What, I made $12 million for losing a fight or some crap like that? You know what I mean? I'm even bigger now and I got more money now from losing a fight than I did when I was champion. They pay me more now. The $100 million or whatever somebody can get for making deal means nothing to me. You know what I mean? And what I went through, my 5 years, my 6 years since I've been fighting, what I went through, and if that's having everything, what I have now, if that's having everything, I would have been a lot happier with a lot less. You know what I mean? I could do a lot better with a lot less. Because they put you through it, you know what I mean? They make you accustomed to it. And because of that, you have to, you know what I mean, lower yourself down and become a whore to the system because they put you in that position. There's no way you could turn back now because you're there already.
From your own lips, what does Mike Tyson stand for?
I stand for everything, you know what I mean, that's wrong in me. Any black man, black woman, anybody from any level of race, like Indians, Puerto Ricans, I'm all with them. I'm all for the underdog. You know what I mean? You got to stick together in life, you know what I mean? And I stand for them, you know what I mean? That's what I stand for. When you look at me fighting, I'm not saying that I'm anti-white, by no means. By no means I'm anti-white, because, you know what I mean? There's some Irishes and some Jews that get on too, because they have nothing, you know what I mean? And the majority of what this stands for is what you have and what you own. But like I say, the greatest asset is not what you have is inside. It's inside of you that basically counts. I'm always going to be a public champion. Wherever I go, any country, any state, I go right to the ghetto because that's where I'm from. Regardless of, I thank people, you know what I mean, for making me articulate and, you know, eloquent. I'm able to talk to everyone and all that. That's good. But, you know, where I'm not from there. I'm from the ghetto. I'm from the dirt, hard bone, segregated ghetto. That's where I'm from.
When will we know that the real Mike Tyson is back in the ring?
Well, when you see me take care of this guy, what's his name again, on December 8th, Mr. Stewart, then you find out. Oh, he's been talking a lot. He's been talking a lot. He's been talking a lot. He's going to be slow night for him.
Laid back, laconic, Mike Tyson? That may be the public perception, but as Buster Douglas and Evander Holyfield get ready to fight for what Tyson considers his title, one thing seems abundantly clear. Mike Tyson is in a fighting mood again. For the USA Network, this is Michael Marley reporting.
Revealing approved information now. Like I said, man, we about to get into it with some boxing talk. We had to start it off with Iron Mike Tyson. You did? You already know, man. Yeah, man. I just got me a little cheap $7 shirt from Wally Mark with Iron Mike on it. Yeah, man. That's just some random facts that happened today. Yeah, man. Shout out to them hot fries too, man. The Cheetos. Yeah, man. The soft joints. They the best ones, man. The hot fries. The ones with the little flame, on the bag. Yeah, man. Shout out to them. But anyway, back to the current age of boxing. This is Deontay Wilder, basically. I forgot the location he was at, but he was in the gym, basically training with the trainer. Getting very motivated, very hyped. I think he's gonna destroy Ortiz. A lot of people said that was gonna be a good fight. My man Dame Dollar said that was gonna be a cool fight, and also a lot of other people said that fight's gonna be real good. But I think Wilder is a beast, and I don't really think nobody's stopping him in his division. Yeah, man, that probably was weak, but so what? I'm not coming at the UK fighters because, man, everybody knows he's still a beast, but I don't think he could beat Wilder, and I don't like that ducking. Man, it is what it is. Yeah, man. But shout out to the UK, man. It's all love and peace. It's just going to be a good fight, man. But let's hear what Deontay Wilder had to say about Anthony Joshua and other heavyweights. Revealing approved information now.
Y'all looking at the best heavyweight in the world. Best heavyweight in the world right here. I claim it. I believe it. I'm going to receive it. Anyone doubt me? Any of the heavyweights out there? Your favorite heavyweight. Get him in the ring with me. They can't take it, I'm knock him out. I promise you that. Any heavyweight listen. Any one of you. And all you scrubs that calling my name out, don't worry. Once I handle what I got to do, I got you too. I promise you that. One thing I mean. One thing I mean. He got word. I believe what I say. He won't take it. You doubt that, then come and watch. He won't take it. Best in America, baby. Best in the world.
I see him right there, baby. Deontay Wilder, baby, the champ of the world, baby.
Best in the world.
He's the people champ. He's right here with y'all. He's right here with y'all in the ghetto. In the ghetto of the valley. In the ghetto of the valley. He's right here with us.
Easy work, champ. You got that. Best in the world. You doubt me, didn't tell your favorite fighter to get in the ring and fight? Yeah. Where you at, Anthony Joshua? Anthony Joshua called everybody's name but my name. He said he want to fight for Becky. He won't kick it. He gonna want to see that motherfucker that tried to speak my name, right? He won't kick it. He gonna want to see it. That's what happened. Anthony Joshua talk about Dylan Whites. He talking about Jared Miller.
He's a squad. He won't take the track. He gonna want to see it.
He don't even miss it. He gonna want to see it. In fact, he say I'm too easy. He said he'll ram his jab down.
You gonna make it easy work. You gonna make it easy work. You gonna make it easy work.
Knock me out with one punch.
You gonna make it easy.
They don't want to sign that contract though. That's scary. He say he don't know nothing about me offering him. But y'all supposed to make all this money with my offer.
You gonna make it easy work.
Whatever he offer me, this the deal right here.
Check, you put bomb squad. He with that bomb squad. Bomb squad. He won't take it, man. Or just gonna get knocked out.
Whatever he offer me, he must take that same deal in the ring.
Or just gonna get knocked out.
I go anywhere. I go in his home.
He won't be able to take
I go in
it.
his backyard.
He won't be able to take it.
Send that message to him.
He gonna go to sleep, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm looking past
He
Ortiz.
gonna go to sleep.
And if Ortiz looking,
He gonna go to sleep. He won't be able to take it.
Motherfuckers in London game.
He gonna be still, Jerry. He gonna be still.
Woo! Fact. revealing proven information now. I mean, that was Deontay Wilder. I mean, your opinion is your opinion. Of course, Anthony Joshua got his fans. Like him because of his skill set. Personality should come second. But his talent is his talent. You know what I mean? That's why, I'm a fan of the GOAT, because I think he's the GOAT. You know what I mean? Talent-wise, the boy's nice. Rings is rings. I leave that up to y'all. But anyway, you feel what I'm saying? My opinion is that he gonna beat Ortiz, and I want to see him fight Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, I believe, is supposed to be fighting, Fury. Tyson Fury, man. Also, speaking of him, he did say he want to fight Deontay Wilder, and I think Deontay Wilder will, get that dub as well. Even though Tyson Fury, that boy's a beast. And I think he could beat Anthony Joshua and knock him out. But that would probably be a good fight, but he's still a beast. But anyway, switching up the division, switching it up. Crawford did an interview recently on his upcoming fights, who he's not scared of fighting, who he will fight, and why he's confident and feeling like at this new weight that nobody pretty much is touching him at all. And he makes that very clear. You know what I mean? So
that's a girl, right? What's going on with you?
I'm just chilling.
What's up? How was the gym today?
Oh, it was good. We did strict conditioning.
Are you officially in camp now?
No, not yet.
Not yet. When you starting? Like another week or so? A couple weeks?
On the 24th.
Okay. So when is the fight exactly? April what?
April 14th.
Okay. In Vegas, right?
No, in New York.
When did they change it?
They been changed it.
Oh, shit. So you gonna be at the Garden?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You ready?
Of course.
What up, Fight Hype? You ready?
Of course.
Okay. What's going on with you and that guy? What's his name, that Spanish dude?
Who, Benavidez?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Ain't nothing up with it. As you see, we just talking.
I know how it goes.
Kari, what you doing?
I know how it goes. So let me talk to me. This is the first fight at 147. I know what it's gonna be like, but how you thinking?
I'm gonna be ready. I feel like I'm gonna be stronger than 140. A lot of people keep saying I'm too small, but I just feel like, you got to get in there with me to be able to see. Lele, I'm on the phone.
Thank you, Fight Hype. What's good?
Go on over, brother.
Brother, now. I can't understand how somebody can say you too small for 147. To me, that's just gonna fit right in. I know you're gonna fit right in.
Right. Yeah,
you a young dude, man. You young.
I'm stronger than people think, So once they get in there with me, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, man. I heard about you though. Shakur Stevenson said he was sparring with you. He said you hit hard as fuck.
Yeah, my little bro, man. We be sparring here and there,
He told me, is he gonna be fighting on your card in April?
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay.
He fighting next weekend too.
He is? Where?
Yeah, down in Reno.
Okay. In Vegas?
No, in Reno.
Where the hell is it? Nevada?
Nevada, yeah.
Okay. Who he fighting? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he gonna get in there and down there.
Okay. So you training where, in Nebraska?
No, we going to Colorado. I train.
Okay. I think Jamel out there too, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let Bud know we gotta get him. Okay, you heard what he said? So they need you on Fight Hype. What up?
They need me on Fight Hype?
They gotta get you on there more often.
Oh, yeah.
You got that's the homie right there. I like him though. They cool over there.
Yeah, they don't never hit me up, so.
They're gonna hit you up now. They need a pound for pound, you know what I mean?
Right.
So you get past Horn. Once you do what you do to him, what's next for you?
Just sit down and see what's next with my managers, coaches. Like I've been saying, I want all the top names at 147. Yeah. I'm not coming in this division trying to warm up. I'm looking to get right to the action.
I love you, man. You ain't trying to warm up. You want everybody.
Right.
That's what it is. They say where your gym at. Tell them where your gym is. And
30 in Omaha, Nebraska, 30-34 Sprague.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Revealing approved information now. That was Crawford, man. He sound confident to me. Yeah, man. I think he gonna get busy. And then, you know, basically, for the people who listen to the podcast, you know, episode 12, Ward basically broke the same thing down. He said, yo, I'm bigger now, like, so I'm stronger and I still have my same abilities. So I pretty much have the advantage. It's not me slacking off. I mean, these guys is warriors, so I don't. I mean, listen, man. I'm gonna keep it obey, keep it a stack. You'd be stupid if you vote against my man, y'all. Nigga, you stupid. Yeah, man. If you vote against him, you're stupid. I don't agree with you doing it. He's ready. He listen, man. He did say Herman Errol Spence. I feel like that would be a mega fight. I seen Bernard Hopkins say that Errol Spence is slow his roll, because Errol Spence said something that he'll fight Canelo. I understand what B Hop was saying, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's like I feel like Spence feel like he can drop him. I mean, and Spence is a beast. People want to see these fights. I mean, things got more so with money involved, and of course, it's also a good thing because people can feed their family. But still, a good fight is a good fight. I mean, in my opinion, didn't change. I still think Canelo is probably, if not the best, one of the best in the game. But let's hear Sean Porter's father on Keith Thurman puts himself trying to get another fight.
Gotta ask you a hot topic pertaining to you and Sean. It's kind of funny actually, but Danny Garcia versus Brandon Rios is now an eliminator for the WBC, an eliminator to the eliminator. I'm not exactly sure how you can have multiple eliminators for the WBC title. What did you think when you first heard that news?
I didn't think much about it. I know this is boxing, and if anybody hasn't figured this out yet, people are watching this, and the people who are, the people who are watching this and the people who are asking these questions, if you guys haven't figured this out yet, this ain't what you think it is. So when you see stuff happening and you think you know what's going on, you really have no clue what's really going on. That's a prime example of that. Maybe you'd ask the people that are in charge of that why they need to get paid 3, 4, or 5 times for the same title eliminator. You know, we already fought 2 title eliminators for the same belt. Okay? That makes no sense within itself, but, we did that because we wanted to secure that spot. And then, this type of thing happens, which I have no thoughts on it except, I know that, what you guys think you're watching. There's a little message there. What you think you're watching is not what you're actually watching. Yeah. Think about that part of it. But, we can only do what we can do. What I tell my fighters, which I've always told them, you got to make sure that you're in shape, mentally, physically, emotionally, nutritionally, that you're near your weight. Now, I'm not asking anybody to walk around within 2 pounds of their fight weight, but a reasonable amount of weight that you can handle getting off and not stressing your body out. So when that call comes, or when that situation happens that it's time for you to be prepared to fight, you're prepared to fight. What happens to most of these guys, which none of that information is relayed to them, and not only is it not relayed to them, but it never came from the right source or come to them the right way, in a way that they can really understand. And so they continue to do the same thing and they get the same results, and then they look up and they find out, wow, I thought, no, it's not what you thought. But I was going to, no, you're not going to. You're going to take whatever they give you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Right. There's no concern at all, because I'm not going to lie, when I first heard the news myself, I initially thought, it seems like WBC or somebody is trying to potentially set up Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter, or the winner of Danny Garcia and Brandon Rios versus Sean Porter, instead of Sean Porter getting a crack at Keith Thurman.
Of course, first and foremost, fighting the 2 title eliminators put us in position to fight Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, at this point in time, is, coming back from an injury. Keith Thurman also, got married. Congratulations. that is who we want. First, second, third, fourth. That's, whatever else they decide to do after that is something that we're going to have to deal with, and that's what I call the fight before the fight. That's the fight before the fight. So we'll have to deal with that. Is there concern? Not over what I can't control. Only when it's time to deal with it, then will I express my opinion on it at that point in time. But I fully understand where you're coming from with that, and we just have to wait and see what happens here. You may want to ask those guys if there's any individuals here today, what's going on with that. But yeah, it really doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't make sense at all.
All right, man. So that was Sean Porter father. Yeah, man. Basically breaking that down. Like, nah, it ain't happening unless I'm saying it's happening. So, and I only call Keith Thurman a pussy because I feel like, nigga, that's how you gonna say you the best and you this and you that, but you ducking Spence. You know what I mean? Like, fight him. Trash him. Like, if anything, this would be easy ones on your belt then, huh? I mean, most people would take advantage of that. Yeah, the media say Floyd took advantage of that. You know what I mean? That's what the media say. You feel what I'm saying? Well, a lot of people say that. You feel what I'm saying? Floyd early career, he's not a lot of people out. You gotta give credit where credit's due. Shout out to Manny Pacquiao too, man. I mean, randomly, everybody knows Pac-Man was robbed in his last fight. It is what it is. Keep it a stat. Pac-Man should have got that fight. That was ridiculous. Yeah, we still talk about it because it's kind of crazy. We don't know if Pac-Man gonna come back. And then also, it was the rumor that Pac-Man and Crawford was supposed to be getting busy. So who knows how that's gonna turn out. Yeah, man. But the more we get for boxing, you already know, man, we're gonna keep talking about it. The Orioles come back real soon, so maybe we're gonna slip a little bit of that in that. Speaking of other teams, another bird team, shout out to them Eagles, man. Yeah, man. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I wasn't watching football like all year. Yeah, man. Cause the Kaepernick joint really is crazy, realistically, but so I haven't been watching it. And also football is, it's still hard, it's still rocky, but I love boxing and basketball the most. I feel like those art forms is, in my opinion, football is an art form too to a lot of other people, but to me it's not. Yeah, man. I can't say it's not, but I don't look at it as deep as I look at boxing and basketball. Yeah, man. But anyway, man, let's recap what happened to them Eagles, man. Shout out to all the Eagles fans. Shout out to Sam, Dejon. Yeah, man. Anybody that bleed that green, you already know, man. My man Marcus Thomas, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, man. Got the first championship. Yeah, man. Let's hear that recap, man. Revealing their proof information now. Yeah.
And time runs out.
This is the end of the game.
And for the Philadelphia Eagles, the long drought is over. Finally. Last championship, 1960, pre-Super Bowl era. And the Philly fans, the dream has finally come true. Lombardi Trophy going to Philadelphia. For Tom Brady, a Super Bowl loss, just a phenomenal game.
There were a lot of unbelievable plays in this game. But for my money, it came back to the call by Doug Peterson on 4th and 1 on the goal line. He was relentless with his play calling. He never gave an inch. But this came very close. They do not jam Gronkowski off the ball, and he is going to get a shot.
This is similar to what happened in the Giants-Patriots second Super Bowl. When Gronkowski was in the end zone, the ball is up for grabs.
It was that last bounce of the ball. One of the Eagles deflected it back up into the air, and it looked like the Patriots had a shot, but they just couldn't get anybody to the ball.
Another game, another Super Bowl game that ends on the last play. Go to Michelle.
Well, I'm with Brandon Graham. Brandon, there had been no sacks in this game, but when Tom Brady got the ball back with just under 2.5 minutes, and maybe when it mattered most, you got there. How did you do it?
Just kept going. You know, we said we needed to play. If we got one more opportunity, we was going to give everything we got. And I just so happened to get there. And, you know, I'm just thankful because we got a team that's resilient. You know, we going to stick around for a long time because we world champs, baby. And it feels so good.
I saw the emotions on your face when I walked up. The first Lombardi trophy for the city of Philadelphia and for the Eagles. Your daughter, Abigail Emerson, turned 2 today.
Yes.
Your wife's birthday is tomorrow. What do you think that reunion with your girls is going to be like?
Hey, I guess that's one gift that I don't have to get because I had to play hard for this one. But, you know, I'm just happy because we are world champs and we worked our butt off, and everybody that doubted us, we world champs, baby, and that's all I got to say.
Congratulations, Brandon.
Thank you.
Al.
All right, Michelle. Man, oh, man. Underdogs in all 3 postseason games. Beat Atlanta. Destroy Minnesota. Rout them. And tonight come away with a 41-33 win. That's Philadelphia on the last play of the game at Xfinity Live. And they will get ready for a parade. For Bill Belichick, a Super Bowl loss. 5 wins, 3 defeats. Nick Foles, Saint Nick is what they were calling him. What a story for Jeff Lurie, who's owned this team since the mid-90s. It finally comes true, and there are the Crafts, Robert and Jonathan, watching the last play of the game. What tension, what emotion. Runs out. What a game.
This is the end of the game.
And for the Philadelphia Eagles, the long drought is over. Finally.
My sweet 16's better than Kylie in her prom. It's time to bring that pain, baby. Like a mother who gave birth for the first time. At 22, a young king and queen holding her in her arms. Life cool, she wasn't like it's more sweet, like serving up every queen. She can't afford a house, so she spent them late nights in hotel rooms. Sister house where they learn how to sleep comfortable on the floor. And it's housekeeping every day, knocking on the door. This is this life in me, I never realized that I was poor. Me, I got older, looking out for them everyone. I tell y'all, nothing but straight lyrics when I spit balls. We gon' make it up, and I don't care at all. Love for love, and I shoot slugs for y'all, No more running the house, kill everything that moves, even if fly you a mouse. Fuck rags and riches, I'm just blessed to be alive. Not homeless anymore, sleeping on benches. And learn the subway and bus routes, just to get some rest before they kick me out. Man, do you fucking understand? We was high rolling, no dice shit. We was on some nice shit. I can't tell you due to the like an eyelids of cars, but it's better than them green vans and them broken down rent cars. I tell you that this is really hard. A beautiful house, such a beautiful home. Man, it's truly a blessing upon these trees of Rome. Oxygen filled lungs, I wish it was oxygen throughout the homes. Blood turned water, spin a pipe through the homes. Ghetto soldier rumbling, he beats and stomps on the head. Now there's a print from his Timberland. White powder was nothing then. The young boy from Maryland, the truth in that matter. That white powder was hunting him. Now baby boy in jail, your head filled with confusion. Niggas food taking up plates and stumpy mumbling. One night stand to another man, home from the eagle other man. Young drug, J.R. baby boy home alone. Show no love. Everybody out there just wanna get a buzz. The creator all trying to make it. Party out and getting stoned and very naked. Lost in a world full of niggas with broken bones. Weave in a limited track phones. Hella niggas text on the phone, but she can't got a curve on Chris. She had a long day at work. She just roll a Mary J and stay stoned. You know, but do you know how I feel? The fun to get back on your feet, but you keep falling. Got unlimited data and good signal, but don't pick up the phone when the Lord's calling. Never mind, this is not to be played. If you're fan of mumble rap, Yall and Co and K, they say the game when it was happily on his back. But no need to fear, Alpha Libra, you said to help bring it back. And it's long road before you cross over the tracks. I Walbert Johnson, high as shit. Cooling in the back and save it live. Where I seen a lot of junkies suck dick for crack. And big lighter, some Pepsi soda pop. Lord, that is something to see on a Sunday. Getting blazed up until Monday. And on the other side, I be at that hoes flipping pussy for hair tracks. Niggas killing blacks, and I stay mellow for young fellow rapper. I call hip hop, she said hello. I asked her, do she fuck with my rap? She laughed and said hell no. So it's only right for heaven's sake. I send you motherfuckers to the heavenly stakes of hell. You pieces of shit and scrap my dough. Bars, bars, bars. I send you to the penitentiary. They hit you with a brand of pen and it's chin, chin, chin. All with that big plan while he was playing Pokemon Go. This is mama rap niggas, man. I gotta catch them all like a minute box. That flames and spray paint on the wall. Whatever doesn't fall, I nuke these niggas if they make the final call. Lord knows the rain really got these bars. I dare these niggas try to step to me face to face. I'll paint the scars. Snake ass motherfuckers return on y'all. God damn, sometimes you even gotta watch your fan got. Woo! Time already. When you don't have money, time is all you got. So make sure you chance every single second and minute out your day, man. Real talk. Mind racing constantly, I wish I can chill, but I got things to accomplish and I gotta keep it real. This that Maryland down feel. They feel my vibe because I really have no chills, no filter at all. Gotta speak what I feel, and everybody around my circle is really real. No in between. I swear to God that I intervene with these demons all the time to see what I mean. I visualize the same wicked dreams. Hopefully I change up soon because I can't keep sleeping, man. These things is haunting me. I swear I gotta leave now, cause if I ever exit out, it will be some rounds fired off. Hopefully they don't touch my soul. Lord knows I mean the best and I want to grow, but sometimes these guys are Pinocchio. They lie just to get ahead for the nose to grow. On me and stories too. It's better you than me for real. I told you that I love you, girl. So forever, make sure you don't get killed in an art of war. 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 Don't get killed in an art of war. Baby, I support you in an art of war. Killed 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 in an art of war. Don't get killed in an art of war. Baby, I support you more. My vision still getting blamed. I shout out to my nigga Blaine. We all in this together, SCCH, man. God damn it, Rain. Can you slow it down? You was aggressive starting off, but you's a poet now. No, I'm a prophet, dog, cause I prophesied around. They see the facts that you really speaking about it now. I've been through it all, but I came back for more. I seen the trapper, seen people die the whole galore. It's not fun when you on that dark side. Got family at High. It is out Parkside. Been and be that high like people said you climax. Never was I let nobody ever take my mind back to them wicked days. Hopefully I can accomplish that. Over succeed and never speak on that nonsense. In an art of war. Killed 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 in an art of don't get killed in the art of war. Baby, I support you. It's the art of war. Gotta be ready in the art of war. Baby, it's the art of war. If you got a desert, better shoot it and shoot one more round for them niggas. One more round for them niggas. Shoot around for my niggas. Shoot around for them niggas. Lay it down for me, nigga. Lay it down for this nigga. I love you with my heart and I always bang them triggers. Boom. Yep.
Is much like the ABA in its inception. It got folded into the mainstream arena.
Yeah.
Has hip hop lost its essence at all?
Nah, I don't think. I mean, it's still there. I mean, even if people talk bad about hip hop now, you know, they say it's kind of went to a certain kind of party thing and all this kind of stuff. But what people fail to realize, I mean, it started in the party. I mean, it was never like, you know, you got to be a conscious rapper and all this kind of stuff. So I think it's been a misconception about what hip hop really is, and I think people kind of putting their own kind of definition on it has kind of messed it up in a way. Okay. You know, hip hop ain't being super conscious and talking about, you know, black power all the time, or it ain't, you know, talking about, you know, being a gangster all the time, or it ain't talking about partying all the time. It's all of that. You know, nobody was like tripping when, you know, there was songs like got a new dance called the Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
You know, nobody was tripping on it, you know, because it was just all a part of it. So I love it, you know, because it all goes in cycles. Like right now, people kind of looking funny at Atlanta, you know, because we've been snapping and popping and dancing and all that kind of stuff for a minute, but that was all part of the party.
Right.
But what to come next is like the reaction to that, because a lot of people, you know, they feel like it's a new time for something.
Definitely.
And so it's always going back and forth, so you got to love it, either way it go.
Fellas, it's looking great. We're 30 seconds away from taking this thing.
Yeah, he's right. Let's try to win, but not win by too much.
Wait. We don't want to win by too much? What the hell are you talking about?
Corn dogs.
What?
See, if we score 125 points, that means we got to give everybody in here a free corn dog, right?
Yeah, sorry, Monx. We don't even got corn dogs.
I don't care. We're taking it to them, all right?
Hey, we're up by 7, okay? Can't we just take it easy? Run the clock out? We're talking a lot of corn dogs.
We run the offense. Everybody got that?
Right on. Yeah.
You got that, Jackie?
Uh-huh.
Okay, bring us together, man.
1, 2, 3.
Let's get tropical.
So you're an artist. You're an actor. We've seen you in a couple of films now, but you're also a parent. How are you juggling all these roles?
It is the hardest thing in the world to do, I can tell you that.
I'm sure.
Me and my son, we were just at the Super Bowl. And it's kind of like those like little moments. Actually, because I'm here, you know, in New York, here I'm in LA, because like I don't have much time. It's like little things like that, like taking him out of school,
right,
just to go to those things. So, you know, when he grows up, he's like, man, I was there when the Patriots almost, you know, I was there, you know, I saw it. And he was rooting for the Giants.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, hold up. How I'm the reason?
Most of the work that we do on this court happens away from the basketball. You play lazy?
So there was a lot of improv in this movie. You were surrounded by comedic actors and comedians, even. So were you good at improv?
I don't know. I leave that up to the people watching it. You know, I mean, I had fun. I felt like, you know, I was comfortable in what I was doing. A lot of the things that kind of were made up on the spot, I think the director, he liked them, you know, so we'll see.
Okay. And you improv in your music, though, so
yeah.
Was that something that you brought in to your character at all?
I think naturally you do it. I mean, and acting is about a certain kind of rhythm, especially in the 70s. The words were kind of longer, and, you know, the style, even the way you walked and talked, you know. It was like 70s talk wasn't even sing-songy, you know.
Right.
So it's like, you know, when you're talking, like you gotta let your words go out a little bit longer, man. You know. So it's kind of like, you know, that kind of thing.
You can't quit now. We just started. We got to get these people a show, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Test them out. I'm just gonna be right over here.
Come on, dude. You're just nothing but a dumb bear. Smack, smack. Yeah. Woo. Crazy fist. I'll come in with crazy fist. Yeah. Huh? This is fine. He's not doing anything. Flint, can you dig it? Jackie, move! Flint!
One round. No Fumone.
Are you done rapping?
No. I can do whatever I can do. You know, whatever comes to mind, I'll do it. Be it writing songs or rhyming, you know, or designing the next collection. It's kind of like whatever's there. You know, you got to put it down.
Now, it's an historic time right now. We have a woman and a black man that will be representing the Democratic Party in this upcoming election. How do you feel about that?
It's interesting times. You know, I love it. It's going to be a trip to see, you know, how it comes out. I'm just glad to be around, you know, during this time to see what the world is ready for, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that was 3 Stacks. Of course, that was a throwback interview. Like I said, I'm putting different speeches up there. 3 Stacks was the first speech. The next speech is I feel like, man, tragic how, you know, his chapter ended. But I feel like it definitely has ended because it definitely motivated a lot of other people to continue and doing what they doing. And also, rest in peace to the Black Lives Matter, one of the leaders who hopped over a police barrier just to the Confederate flag. He got shot in his leg and died. They said he from Texas, so prayers for the family. You know, peace, love, positivity, man. You know, man. It's sad, man. You know, and you know, it's just crazy, man. It really just speechless for real, bro. You know, but not really speechless. It's not really like a shock. You have to protect yourself, protect your family. You know what I mean? And try to stay positive, try to spread the love, but you can't. You know what I mean? If you receive hate back, then you have to deal with hate with hate. You know what I mean? Well, not like hate, but you got to deal with it with self-defense. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. It is what it is, man. Like I said, but man, you know, 3 Stacks, in my opinion, is I feel like 3 Stacks could be the greatest of all time. You feel what I'm saying? All he got to do is just give us one more, man. There's something, you know, something crazy. You know, Chris Brown just drops a song with like 50 joints on it, something like that. But we don't need 50, man. Just 3 Stacks. Just give us 30, man. We know you got them joints in the vote, man. Man, giving them some joints, 3 Stacks. But we gonna switch it up. Flashback Friday, episode 13. Check my Pistons out. Bad Boy Pistons back in the day championship. Listen, learn, revealing approved information now. Yeah.
Just concentrate for 48 more minutes. You don't have to worry about any more games after that. Cooper is guarding Isaiah Thomas. And that ties the score. Isaiah Thomas with his first shot of the game. And has 4 points now.
Well, Tony Campbell must lay off him a little bit or he's going to get in foul trouble again.
Kareem. Still struggling offensively.
Look out.
Thomas feeding Lancier, lays it in, foul as well as the basket. And the Pistons lead now 63-60 and a chance to add another. Pistons with a 6-game winning streak in the playoffs. They're looking for their 6th in a row this year against the Lakers, including regular year. Thomas gets 3 inside, and Worthy looks at him as if to say, where did he come from?
He came from behind the backboard and had the presence to reverse spin it off the glass.
98-94. The Lakers with another valiant effort, playing without Magic Johnson and Byron Scott. Game close in the last 2 games, but couldn't beat the strong Detroit team. Thomas with a great move, changed hands in the air to get a big basket.
In this sequence, you'll see Isaiah Thomas take advantage of a mismatch. Watch through the legs, Now as he drops and comes down in here, watch the right hand, how he adjusts the ball. Yes. And gets the bounce.
The only thing he ever wanted was to win a world title. Isaiah Thomas.
You made it happen. You hear me? You made this shit happen, baby. Number one, baby. Number one.
What a great team that's been, the Lakers. Michael Cooper also exits. A.C. Green fires it. Edwards clears. Last year, the Pistons had a 3-2 lead, but couldn't win one of the last two. Now they'll do it. World champs.
Also, congratulations to Joe Dumars, who has been named.
Now comes time to award the presentation of the trophy. The commissioner of the NBA, David Stern, and the fine owner, Bill Davidson of the Pistons.
Bill, it was a long time in coming, but you've got a very deserving championship team. Congratulations to you, the Pistons, and the city of Detroit.
Bill, your feelings about this?
It's been terrific, Brett. We fought for 15 years to do this. The last three have been real tough in the finals. As you know, we were here last year trying to do it, but it's great, and the harder you work, the better it is.
Bill, I know one of the keys. Isaiah, tell me your thoughts now. I know how hard you've worked for this. Come on over here where everybody can see. This means so much to Isaiah Thomas. Put it into your words for us now.
You know how they always tell you, strive to be the best you can be and try to get everything out of yourself that you can as a basketball player, your potential. This is what it means. It means that I got the best out of myself as a small guy in this league, and that's all I can ask for.
All right. Well, the man next to us here who helped us so much, Coach Chuck Daly.
Yeah, man. So for those who didn't know, I'm just gonna update y'all. Isaiah Thomas, the Zeke, which is no disrespect, but the real Isaiah Thomas. They both the real Isaiah, but Zeke is the GOAT, man, the OG Isaiah. So it is what it is. Zeke is my favorite point guard of all time. I feel like, defensively, he shut things down. He was aggressive. He was a good leader, physical. His ball handling was nice. He's a shooter. He did whatever he did possible to basically destroy his opponents. That Bad Boys team was nice. Dennis Rodman, he said, they told Dennis Rodman, I felt like it was hard because they told him, look, I feel like that you're going to be the one that can lead us over this. So I felt like, that's hard because, it's like, hey, man, Dennis Rodman turned out to be special, man. It's just crazy he went to the Bulls later on, but that's another story. You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, I just felt like I said, man, flashback. We're going to throw flashback boxing and some flashback NBA every Friday. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Revealing approved information now. If you don't like Zeke, whatever, people most favorite, in my opinion, side note before we get into to LeBron on the trade. My opinion, Westbrook is the best point guard in the league, hands down. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. Westbrook is busy, yo. That Thunder team is a dangerous team. MVP wise, I think James Harden will get MVP. Most definitely. The Bears, you feel what I'm saying? A lot of people even pick it up to go to the finals. I mean, over the Warriors, so you know. Anyway, man, of course y'all know a lot of trades happen, man. Let's hear LeBron's opinion on the trade rumors. Revealing the proof information now.
It's tough. One thing when you lose teammates, you know, and the trade deadline is always a difficult time for everybody. You know, and, so you know, huge shout out to my former teammates, Shump, D Rose, Jay Crowder, Isaiah, D Wade, and especially Channing. Losing a great guy like that, and losing those great guys, period. You know, we put in a lot of hard work over the years with myself and Channing and Shump. We won a championship together, so that's always difficult to lose a teammate that you had a great run with. Obviously, D Wade, I've been teammates with him before, and then the small little doses that I was able to play with Jay and IT. Obviously, wish it could have been a lot better than it was. And I definitely wish all six guys, including D-Rose, said the best.
Ron, what was your, reaction to the breadth of what they did yesterday?
Say that again.
What was your reaction or your takeaway from the breadth of what the front office did yesterday in terms of moving 6 guys, bringing in 4 new ones? A couple of the guys have longer-term deals. They're younger. What do you take away from what happened?
I think we became a younger team, more athletic. We added some more shooting as well. But we have to see how it meshes, obviously. But I like the pieces that we have coming in.
Ron, at 33, what's your goal for the rest of your career?
To keep playing at a high level. Continue to inspire the youth. Just be the role model that I am on and off the floor. So it doesn't matter what age you are. I think that's always been my DNA ever since I started on this journey.
How early yesterday were you aware that things of this nature were going on this many times?
I actually found out about it around what time was it? 12 something. D Wade actually walked into the practice facility and asked me, did I see what happened? And he thought I was messing around with him when I told him I didn't. And he said it was a trade that happened with our team and that he possibly could be headed out as well. So that's what I kind of found out about.
How tough was that moment with D Wade, kind of, him kind of being uncertain?
Me and D Wade, it ain't tough. I see him all the time. I'm happy as hell for D Wade. He get to go back home. I think that's how it should be. I always felt like that's where his heart and his mind was. And, I think it's gonna be great for him. I look forward to seeing the footage of him, being announced tonight back in Miami. But obviously it's always, when your brother, you're around him every day, and then he has to go back. But at the end of the day, it wasn't tough. I mean, we're both 15 years in the league. We know how the business is, but more important, we know we see each other all the time anyway. So get out of here, D-Wade.
How much did you watch Larry Nance Jr. over his time? I don't know if you saw him when he was a high school kid.
I've watched everybody. I'm a fan of the game, so I know everybody's game.
Have you seen him sort of grow maybe as more of a scorer now? He's always kind of a defensive guy.
No, he's been more than just a defensive guy. He's a guy who can make the 15-foot jump shot if you lay off of him. He runs the floor exceptionally well. You can give him a pocket pass, you can throw him a lob, and he can finish at the rim. And he's going to add some more speed and athleticism to our offense and defense. So he's more than just a defense.
But I'm doing a story on assistant coaches looking for their first opportunity. You had Steven Silas when you first came in. Do you kind of remember working with him and maybe kind of seeing him now as a coach? That's kind of how he's maturing.
Well, I know I had him early. I mean, obviously, I was his head coach was his dad, Paul. But I mean, I don't know. I can't. It's hard for me to comment on how I see him being a coach. And I'm not around him. That was my first year, so I'm not around him much. But I know he filled in for Steve. When he went out, with the health, and he's been around the game for such a long time. Either be an assistant to Steve or assistant to his father, or just being a basketball mind. So if the opportunity arises, then I know he'll be ready for it. I believe, but I mean, I haven't been around him for a long time. So.
Well, you've taken it upon yourself to do this kind of free training camps in Miami and Santa Barbara, kind of organize the guys, get to know the guys. Will you do anything at this stage of the season, or will you take anything upon yourself to get these four guys integrated?
Yeah, that's my job. It's my job to get these guys integrated as fast as possible. I know the coaching staff at Tito is going to do it as well, but it's my job to get these guys on the same page with us when we want to accomplish what we want to do. So I look forward to getting there.
LeBron, you talked about being a fan of the youth. Quavo donated a pair of your sneakers back to his local high school. How does that make you feel?
You saw my tweet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how I felt then. I love that guy. I love what he's doing in his community. Obviously, as a musician, that's what he gets all the credit for, but I think what he's continue to do in his community, those are the things that last forever, and those are the things that the kids in his old high school and his community will always remember and put smiles on their faces. So I commend that, and Quavo really good for us.
The last few All-Star games have been blowouts and not very entertaining at the end. Do you think you guys will have a little more sense of pride considering the way you and Steph drafted the teams?
Well, we all got pride. So we'll never take that out of the question. We look forward to the game.
How do you play Atlanta tonight?
Calculate how the four of you guys fit in the way you can use it.
It doesn't take me long. It doesn't take me long to see how those guys can help us. But obviously, you don't want to fast track it. You look at Jordan and Larry. They've been in the same system for quite a while now. Been with the Lakers, and Rodney's been in Utah his whole career. And I think it'd be a lot easier for George because he's much more of a veteran. He kind of knows. He's been around the block, and being a point guard, you've seen every set. You kind of know what's going on. So I think it'll be a lot easier transition for him. So we'll see what happens. But all four of them are pretty smart guys, and it should be fun.
How are you going to play Atlanta tonight?
What do you mean? How I'm gonna play Atlanta?
What's the game plan for playing Atlanta?
Why would I tell you? That makes no sense.
Considering Kevin's not coming back until maybe a month, do you feel okay about the time frame, 29 regular season games?
I mean, it is what it is. So let's get it going. It is what it is. The front office made changes. They felt that best fit this franchise. It's time to go to work. So it is what it is.
Last one, Joe.
It's not like, do we have enough time? This is the time that we have, so let's make the most of it.
Brian, Isaiah's month on the court, I mean, from a production standpoint, we all saw it didn't work here. Looking back on it, why do you think that didn't work with him here?
I want Isaiah to get his bounce back, get his spring back, get healthy. He's kind of being out 7 months is difficult for anybody, and I just feel like he was just playing behind the 8 ball, not only on the floor but just trying to get himself back to where he's accustomed to playing. And so I wish the best for him, in LA right now in his future. I just I want him to get that bounce back, get that spring back, and I wish him the best. That's for sure.
Strive for greatness. Revealing the proven information now, man. Y'all already know what time it is. That was Brian basically giving his thoughts on a lot that went down. We gave up a lot, man. A lot of crazy stuff happened yesterday. Basically gave some youth to us. We gave Shump away to, I believe we gave Shump and Jay Crowder away to the Jazz. Also with Derrick Rose, I believe. D-Wade, we gave D-Wade back to Miami Heat, Wade County again. A lot of people like that. I think it's a dope thing. Isaiah Thomas, Shannon Fry, which is kind of crazy for me because I feel like he's the beast. and I would love for him to be on the squad. We gave Isaiah Thomas a first-round pick and Shannon Fryer away for Larry Nance Jr., Jordan Clark, and then we also got George Hill from the Jazz. We even got from the Jazz. We got him from the Los Angeles Kings. Yeah, man. So, man. And we got Ronnie Hood, bro. Yo's a beast. Everybody, from the games that I watch, he gets busy. He's a beast. He's well needed, and it is what it is, man. I feel like I can never turn my back on the team, man. Once again, I always say that we have the fakest fan base in the league. If you start saying personal things about players just because they playing crazy, like dang, but it is what it is. I understand it's an emotional game, but at the same time, bro, like you win, you lose. Like Sean said from Detroit, we bounce back. This is what we do, man. It is what it is, man. Let's hear Ty Lue's opinion on what went down yesterday, man, with that trade stuff. Revealing the proof information now.
Was yesterday at all a surprise to you, or when did you know that some major changes would be coming?
When I started getting a lot of texts and phone calls that, a lot of trades being made, and I guess it was like, oh my God, y'all trade. Then, oh my God, something else, and oh my God, it just like kept happening. But, it's a tough day. Anytime you trade some guys that, who's been here and who's, try to help you win, and those guys have to leave and depart. It's always a sad day, and so that's the toughest part about this business. Guys you get used to and being around, and then you look up one day and they're gone.
Why didn't IT work here?
I just don't think we had enough time. I just think, for him trying to come back and coming back, not saying early as far as health-wise, but just, not conditioned and, trying to find his legs, get his rhythm. I think it was tough for him, but, I commend him for just trying to come back, and trying to give us the help we needed, because we were struggling at the time. So I wouldn't say it didn't work. I just didn't think, I just thought as far as time-wise, it wasn't a lot of time. But I do, like I said, commend him for, trying to come back early and trying to give us what he had.
How do you go about the process of getting all these guys acclimated in such a short span of time?
It's going to be some peaks and valleys, but I like what we've done. And I just know, we'll start playing good basketball at the right time when it matters, going into the playoffs. So, excited about the young guys we have, and, putting it all together is going to be fun. It's going to be a good ride.
Coach, with the makeover of the roster, how are you guys resetting the goal going forward for the season?
No resets. Our focus and main goals since we've been here is to try to win a championship. So, no refocus.
How do you think getting younger will help some of the pacing and spacing that you want to do, particularly with your coach philosophy?
I think it helps a lot defensively. I think offensively, just having a lot of live guys that are live off the dribble, getting to the basket, getting to loose balls, rebounding the basketball and stuff like that. So we'll see.
Kobe said on the phone last night that you guys were huddling on the plane trying to figure stuff out. What were you trying to figure out, rotations, or what were you looking at film? Or what were you doing?
Yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, just trying to figure out, rotations and, who will start and who will come off the bench and who will play with who. So we'll see how that works out.
What you got on that?
I don't have anything, Joe.
They obviously, among the guys they moved yesterday was Dwayne, future Hall of Famer, LeBron's best friend. What do you think that means to this team to have him go?
It was great having him here. Just, championship pedigree, like you said, a future Hall of Famer. And, just a guy who, gave everything he had on the court. And, you hate to see that happen, hate to see him go. But, Kobe talked to him and his agent, and they came up with a plan. So, like I said, you never want to see anyone get traded or leave, especially when you build that bond. But it's part of the business.
The guys who travel with you have seen how everything's been going the last 2 months, but Kobe described it yesterday as like a a slow death march or something like that.
A what?
A slow death march, something like that.
I don't know what that means.
It means
referring to the path that we were on.
Yeah.
Yesterday was not a slow death march, but
right.
The path that we've been on.
The path up until yesterday. Do you have any inkling as to what led to that, or just how things went from 18 out of 19 to that?
It's just a basketball fit. I think a lot of times it's a basketball fit, and who fits what team, and what guys play best together. And it's just not the guys that left; it's the coaches and the guys are still here collectively. It just it wasn't a good fit, for I don't know what reason, but it's just part of the game.
What are you gonna do tonight?
I'm gonna start Jose, Jetty, LeBron, JR, and Tristan.
Does having the deadline moved up change the way you make these adjustments to these guys compared to what you would have done after the break last year?
I really wasn't part of. I don't really know I really don't know the deadline like that because it's the first time I really had to deal with it. Like I said, Sekou, it's just it's tough. You have a plan in place, for the year and for the season. But we had a lot of injuries and a lot of guys came back midway through, which was tough for us. But it's my first time going through something like this, and like I said, you hate to see this day coming because it happened to me as a player also. But it's part of the business and it's tough.
Can you? Two guard and Hood and a combo guard and Clarkson. Where does JR's starting role stand?
I think he still starts. It's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be matchup based because till Kevin gets back, we really don't know. But I can see Hood and JR starting together. So we just got to see how it unfolds.
Considering how late Kevin could come back, could you still be mixing and matching all this when the playoffs begin?
No, I think once Kevin gets back, we'll have a set rotation. I just think with Kevin being out and teams starting bigger, when you play in Detroit or you play, like teams like we played the other day, Minnesota with Big Taj Gibson and Big Cat. It all just depends and varies from there.
How much in the mid-season as the head coach in 16? Does that fly by the seat of your pants experience help you at all with this? Like, if I can do that and get that team to the championship, I can deal with a completely different roster.
I mean, come in, in the midst of all that, I can't handle a lot of things, and I can get through a lot of stuff, and just for me in the game of basketball, I just think you gotta play the game you love to the best of your ability. And I think when you're playing hard and leave it on the floor, you can live with the results. And that's my biggest thing, is just playing the game the right way and giving the game back what you're supposed to.
I'm doing a feature on assistant coaches who are looking for their first chance as a head coach. When you came in, was there a moment somewhere in that season or somewhere maybe that next year when you knew you really were ready as a head coach, or you belonged at it?
No. I mean, you always, my goal is to be a head coach, but you never know until you actually get a chance and opportunity. There wasn't no set time where, like I'm ready to be a head coach, because you never know. And I thought my coaching style would be a lot different than it is now. But, you got to adjust to your team and who you have on the floor.
Can you appreciate how Larry Nance Jr. feels coming here to play where his dad played?
Oh, I think he's excited. I know his parents are excited, to have him come back. And, we're excited to have him. Versatile guy, can play the 4 and the 5, can switch a lot defensively, great offensive rebounder, gets all the loose 50-50 balls, and, great hands defensively. So, we're excited to have him.
What's been that greatest change for you from what you thought it was going to be to what it actually is?
I don't know yet because we haven't played. But, I think, getting younger, more athletic, having more live guys, I think, off the dribble now. And we'll just, see how it plays out.
No, I was meaning with your own coaching style. You said your coaching style, from what you thought it was, has changed to what it is.
I thought I'd be more of a sit-down guy and direct from there, but, that's not the case. But maybe one day I'll get there.
All right, last question. Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thanks.
So, man, shout out to Ty Lue, man. Once again, a lot of people still say fire Lue. It is what it is. But real quick, I'm going to read off the Eastern Conference standings because we play the Boston Celtics tomorrow, and I feel like we're going to smash them. Always, nigga. The Lion, Cleveland. All right, 1 through 8. The Celtics are number 1 in the East, 40 wins, 16 losses. The Raptors are number 2 in the East, 38 wins and 16 losses. We are number 3, 31 wins, 22 losses. The Bucks are number 4, 30 wins, 23 losses. The Wizards is number 5, 31 wins, 24 losses. The Pacers are number 6, 30 wins, 25 losses. The Heat at number 7, 29 wins, 26 losses. And the Sixers is number 8, 26 wins and 25 losses. The East 1 through 8. The Warriors are number 1, 42 wins, 13 losses. The Rockets are number 2, 40 wins, 13 losses. The Spurs are number 3, 35 wins, 21 losses. The Timberwolves are number 4, 34 wins, 23 losses. The Thunder are number 5, 31 wins, 25 losses. The Trailblazers number 6, 30 wins, 25 losses. The Nuggets number 7, 29 wins, 25 losses. And the Pelicans still in the playoffs will boogie down at 28 wins and 25 losses, man. So it is what it is. I still feel like that we run the East, and not only the East, the league. But what's interesting is what's going on. They said John Wall be coming at his teammates because they said, how come we doing better without you? I feel like John Wall is one of the best point guards in the league. When he's healthy, he's definitely top point guard in the league, up there with Westbrook. Yeah, man. So that's just my opinion. Everybody got their own opinion. You feel what I'm saying? But we gonna get into this speech. Yeah, man. Revealing approved information now. Hopefully y'all listen to this, what this brother had to say, man. Take heed to it, man. Revealing approved information now.
We work with anybody and form coalition with anybody that has revolution on their mind. We're not a racist organization because we understand that racism is an excuse used for capitalism. And we know that racism is a byproduct of capitalism. Everything would be all right if everything was put back in the hands of the people. And we're going to have to put it back in the hands of the people. Now, we say all power to all people. We say white power to white people. Brown power to brown people. Yellow power to yellow people. Black power to black people. X power for those that we left out. We say Panther power to the Vanguard Party. When you leave here, you saying the last words, before you go to bed tonight, say I am a revolutionary. Make that the last word. In case you don't wake up, then somebody might believe it and you might, end up in what they call a revolutionary happy hunting grounds. Say that I am a revolutionary. They're constantly bothering the people. Anybody that's out there for the protection of the people happens to be in direct conflict with them. What makes them mad about it? What makes them mad about it is that they have black people and white poor people and red poor people and Puerto Rican poor people and Latin American Puerto Rican people of poor people of all descents. They had them caught up in movements based on racism when the Black Panther Party stood up and said that we don't care what anybody says. We don't think you fight fire with fire best. We think you fight fire with water best. We're going to fight racism, not with racism, but we're going to fight with solidarity. We said we're not going to fight capitalism with black capitalism, but we're going to fight it with socialism. We stood up and said we're not going to fight reactionary pigs and reactionary state's attorneys like this and reactionary state's attorneys like Hanrahan with any other reactions on our part. We're going to fight their reactions where all of us people are getting together and have an international proletarian revolution. Right on. And that's saying all power to the people. Right. That's saying that no matter what color you are, there's only two classes. And that's saying there's a class over here and there's a class over there. And the reason that this class over here has never did anything to get this class off its back because this is lower, this is upper. This is the oppressed, this is the oppressor. This is the exploited, this is the exploiter. And these people in this class have divided themselves. They say, I'm black and I hate white people. I'm white and I hate black people. I'm Latin American and I hate hillbillies. I'm hillbilly, I hate Indians. So we fight amongst each other. And you've heard the testimony of pigs here. You got pigs of all colors, you know that. You got pigs that are white, you got pigs that are black, you even got pigs that are black and white. So we always say in the Black Panther Party that they can do anything they want to us. We might not be back, I might be in jail, I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips that I am a revolutionary. And you're going to have to keep on saying that. You're going to have to say that I am a proletarian. I am the people. I'm not the pig. You got to make a distinction. And the people are going to have to attack the pigs. The people are going to have to stand up against the pigs. That's what the Panthers are doing. That's what the Panthers are doing all over the world. We know they have our pictures. We know they're looking for us. We know they want us. But we're still saying that even though we could be in a sense, as far as this system goes, on the mountaintop, we in the Black Panther Party, because of our dedication and understanding what's in the valley, knowing that the people in the valley, knowing that we originally came from the valley, knowing that our flag is the same flag as the people in the valley, knowing that our enemy is on the mountaintop, our friends are in the valley, we say even though it's nice to be on the mountaintop, we're going back to the valley. I want you to know that I want you to say, if you ever think about me, and if you think about me, niggas, and if you ain't gonna do no revolutionary act, forget about me. I don't want myself on your mind if you're not gonna work for the people. Like we always said, if you actually make a commitment at the age of 20, and you say, I don't want to make that commitment only because for the simple reason that I'm too young to die, I want to live a little bit longer. What you did, you did already. You have to understand that people have to pay the price for peace. If you dare to struggle, you dare to win. If you dare not to struggle, then goddamn it, you don't deserve to win. Let me say peace to you if you're willing to fight for it. Let me say it in the spirit of liberation. I've been gone for a little while. At least my body's been gone. You ain't got to repeat after me. At least my body's been gone for a little while. But I'm back now, and I believe that I'm back to stay. I believe that I'm going to do my job, and I believe that I was born not to die in a car wreck. I don't believe I'm going to die in a car wreck. I don't believe I'm going to die from slipping on a piece of ice. I don't believe I'm going to die because I got a bad heart. I don't believe I'm going to die because of lung cancer. I believe that I'm going to be able to die in the thing that I was born for. I believe that I'm going to be able to die high off the people. I believe that I will be able to die as a revolutionary in the international revolutionary proletariat struggle. And I hope that each one of you will be able to die in the international proletariat revolutionary struggle, even if people live in it. And I think that struggle is going to come. Why don't you live for the people? Why don't you struggle for the people? Why don't you die for the people?
Man, you know, revealing approved information now. Yo, let's obey, y'all. Like, well, it's really nothing more you could say. If you basically didn't like or you disagree from the message that he, you know, relayed, then you weak, in my opinion. You know, you're a weak human being, a weak individual, you know, possibly racist, you know, trash, man. You're just a trash human. Because he preached unity, man, you know. He said power to everybody, you know. He said love your culture, love whatever your culture is, love it. I mean, you great, man. Forget, you know, all that foolishness that go on, man. So, you know, but it is what it is. It's sad that he was cut short. I'm pretty sure he gonna make more of the speeches. Best believe, man, you know. That was just, man, I'm speechless, man. I believe he got some books, man. I gotta look into it, man. You know, if it is, I gotta check it out. You know, maybe I'm gonna do a podcast episode. But I would love to have a co-host when I do it. Somebody who can, you know, we go over the roots and the history on that. I feel like that would be doper. Maybe wait for young Memel, young Kayvon, you know, somebody. But let's get into some music. Revealing approved information now, man. Check it out, check it out, check it out.
I'm just high as hell, looking out for them pig motherfuckers. No STD whenever I say we burn rubber. And for the record, if I go inside a raw, I'm a keeper. This word to my brother. Why all the hate? We can learn from each other. High as hell, smoking spliff. Looking out for them pig motherfuckers. We on the run, so it's time to burn rubber. Time to burn rubber. Back to back shots, feeling like I'm in the playoffs. No, I'm not a drunk, I just drink to take the pain off. I much rather smoke slip and then I race off. Hitting studios up all night, you know we letting K's off. In other news, Kendra's still a bad bitch. She is far from average, we are really savage. King load up on that clip and shoot it like a basket. Funerals and caskets, no need to fed. I'm just stating what can happen, cause we know that life really is tragic. Free all my niggas in jail that was booked for drug trafficking. You just tryna feed your family and make ends. You know, we just tryna feed our folks. They laugh when we dirty and even dangerous and rude. But yet, them niggas make jokes. They hate the fact when we on top, cause I gotta let my gold roller show. Are you upset cause remind you of a time when my people on top of the world? Never mind, that's some other shit. For them guys that recline, sit back and look at life like damn. One more time for my niggas in the back, smoking split, getting stacks. You know, we gotta feel high every time we rap. AK-47 gun, I get to shoot it when I rap. I appreciate every single thing that I had. Never take it for granted, I ain't talking about hell. I'm so broke that shit give me the chills. I'm an asshole, so that shitty feel. Shout out to my brother, this that mutual feel. When I say that I love you, I'm shooting slugs for real. Lil Wayne, stay strapped. Biggie, who shot you, Phil? And I gotta rob a nigga, cause being broke give me the chills. This that, goddamn, these boys need a deal. And for the record, high as hell smoking on that shit. Looking out for the big motherfuckers, no STD. Whenever I say that I burn rubber. And for the record, if I go raw, I'm a keeper. That's word to my brother. While all the hate, let's learn from each other. High as hell, smoking spliff. The pigs are after me, so it's time to burn rubber. Burn rubber, time to burn rubber. I know black folks so potent, they're about to go nuts. They'll kill your ass over half-bitten bagels and donuts. And they drive crazy, they swerving in donuts. This was from the people that told me they grow up. I see what life's about, nigga, I don't want it. You can keep living life and never have regrets, and this is for my kids, never lose your youthfulness. Always stay positive, even when the niggas wanna speak negative. Forgive me for my friends. Once y'all we read, would you like to suck the tip? Maybe so, I know that I'm going berserk. This is for them people that wanna work hard and never flirt. They don't got time for that, they be trying to make their money stack. Grind after grind, nobody is stopping, that's a fact. If you step in my path, you will get washed down. The rain washes sins away, get drenched now. I'm praying that I never lose my focus. That fiend told me I'm the dopest. And if you wanna kill it, boy, I shoot from far away, nigga, I get the scope in. Man, but I'm not laughing though. Everything I speak is all factual. King asked why I'm rapping by them miscarriages. He asked was I outside, probably so. Jesus Christ, I only smoke Mary though. Tree after tree, welcome to my rainforest. The quiet ones keep it the most real. On that note, I fucking hate forests. Of course, that was a cover up. Body of a 18-year-old black male that they covering up. Mama heartbroken cause she remember when he was giving up. But she pushed him forward and he was on the cup up. But the dirty pigs don't care about us. And that shit hurt the most. I'm trying to trust someone and the law is not close. My brain's on another scale, another level. Goddamn, I'm talking to the devil like, join me, nigga, I need you, Lord. You ain't gonna survive on the good side. Where you at, Lord? Join me, nigga, I need you, Lord. You ain't gonna survive on the good side. Where you at, Lord? Can't look for help in the hood or from the po-po. Who the fuck can we trust? The thought alone is mighty dangerous. I'm on cloud nine and heaven smoking on angel dust. Biggie, Malcolm X and Pocket, yeah. Even Marvin Gaye hangs with us. We are crown holders, ain't no replacing us. Blaze your haze with us and talk about dumb topics like the president. How I don't like the Illuminati and a bunch of other stuff. Don't worry, nobody cares because we're not famous enough. So hammer, we smoke in the air like MJ, airplanes, balloons and such. Fuck that, have the hunch in order to be successful, you got to climb over the hills. Even when Beverly said this shit is so real.
Hallelujah.
I bring it to the man above that pray for me.
Amen.
Prayers from prayers, you know that unity. God bless. Join me, nigga.
God, where you at? You ain't gonna survive on the good side. Where you at, Lord?
Join me, nigga.
Lord, where you at? You ain't gonna survive on the good side. Where you at, Lord?
Join me, nigga.
I've been searching for you.
You ain't gonna survive on the good side.
Don't tell me that you gave up.
Join me, nigga. You ain't gonna survive on the good side.
Just enjoy the ride. You know, check it.
The more I go in age, the more I go my wisdom, they realize that this young kid really is gifted. So I have to make sure that I never let go. I gotta stay focused every time I spit in bars. Never get incarcerated though, my dog. That would be very tragic, like oh my lord. How you gonna stack these millions when you behind them walls? But I don't fuck up, no, not at all. Even if these niggas try to put that pressure on, I just put some price back, and these niggas was very warm. That's a big difference. I don't think they listen. That's a big difference. Life at the death end, ready to die. Never sell yourself less because he told me that the only limit is the sky. Always realize every time I spit my lines, this is straight from the heart, so they feel the rhyme. Every single time, it's magic. Voila, realize this young kid got the lines of the year. Just to get things clear, you got a better chance of beating Tyson in his prime. Damn. Rain way out of his mind, but it's cool, cause those that fuck with him say he's ahead of his time. You know, like, yeah, young kid in his prime. Etc., they fuck with me every time. Like that drug dealer that sell 2 for $5, and you on your last bag, so you gotta get that down. You fucking with this man Rain, because you know he eat the kitty good, and he will give you that dope dick that be having you out your mind. Yeah, I'm the greatest man, and I swear that I say this shit every time. My best bet is to start spitting lyrics, dog. And I might as well quote Ali, line from line. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bumblebee. Not trying to get sued for copyright, so I gotta keep it me. Rain always Gucci, that means that I keep it T and freak. All the real ones that had to keep it G. You incarcerated, your time is dated. Just keep your head up, dog, you gon' make it. Yeah, I'm telling dogs that they getting first 48 it. If I hear it beat, just know the rain ate it. I'm home, nigga.
Let go of a dream of getting in great shape. Like, it's like a relief. Just because my whole life I've been like, well, someday I should really get in great shape. Now I'm like, what? Why would I do that? It's not gonna happen. Just, to me, the bar, the level I want to reach as far as the shape I'm in, I just want it to be so that if you find out that I died, you ask what happened. That's all. I want you to wonder what happened.
Keep your head up, even when you in the clouds. Always stay lifted, man, I smoke up on the loud. Admit it when I don't got the fun to smoke loud. Shit, I ain't embarrassed, niggas say that shit proud. Facts is facts, and I speak a lot of that. They don't let the boy with that pouring in the laundromat, begging for food and that money, where the fuck you at? Try to make this motherfucking mixtape, that's a fact. Forgive me for the shit that I say, but I'm always blessed, cause my grandma pray, and my grandpa pray. Yeah, they praying for me, cause my demons is here, and they lurking for me. Lord knows.
Really? Oh my God! Oh my God! How? Something's changed when you get older.
Information now, man. You know, y'all already know what segment this is. Shout out segment. Shout out to everybody that I work with in Freight Team. I mean, my man Dame Dollar, Big Chris, Sean, Brandon. I mean, my man Dean, Darwin, my man Dave. I mean, Doug. Man, shout out to everybody, man. You know. My man, my goat, Matt. My man, Tony. Man, you know. Man, Trick or Trade, peace and love, man. You know, shout out to the family that still support, keep you pushing, send you all love, man. You know, shout out to the mothers out there, the fathers out there, the grandfathers out there, the grandmothers out there, the aunts out there, the uncles out there, yeah, man. The real cousins out there, yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that, you know, knew you was gonna make it out the situation. Shout out to the one that laughed and said, yo, you ain't gonna make it out, but seeing you make it out and had that change of heart and decided to support you. I mean, even though you second guessed it, like, yo, should I fall back in this trap? Yeah, man, but you don't have hate towards your blood. Yeah, man, so you try to make that sacrifice of trust, which is fishy, but you did it, and they back, and it's all love. Shout out to you, man. You know, shout out to my man Greedy. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to my man King. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's doing your thing, man. You know, shout out to all the ones that have insecurities, man. Everybody, some people got them. Yeah, man. You better than your insecurities, man. Forget all the blah blah. Shout out to the niggas. You know what I mean, the people who not scared to be themselves. Shout out to the ones that's afraid to be themselves. I mean, I guess you need love too. Yo, like Prodigy said, yo, shout out to the mumble rappers. Yeah, man, ain't much I really can do. You gotta love them too. Yeah, man, man, that Prodigy album, sorry, man. Shout out to Prodigy, Have It Mob Deep. Shout out to the Queen's Flip. His podcast is hard, man. I keep shouting him out because I really rock with the podcast. Shout out to Fight Hype, Best Boxing on YouTube. Yeah, man, it is what it is. Shout out to the Vibe Show, dope platform in my opinion. I checked the Phil out. He cool. Yeah, man. I may not agree with every single one of his, you know, viewpoints, but I agree with a lot of it. Yeah, man. Deep topics. Also, shout out to Harvey Page. You feel what I'm saying? Harvey definitely be dropping them jewels, man. Definitely dropping jewels. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to her, his Bonnie, her Clyde, that's Streets and Kiki podcast. Yo, the hard, amazing podcast as well. Of course, shout out to Flip the Script podcast with G Money. Yeah, man. Yo, it's truth, yo. Yeah, man. That y'all get me through my day at work, man. You know, let's be rolling. You know, you feel what I'm saying? You know, shout out to all the love out there, man. Shout out to the niggas that want to hate, even though they know that we great. We just dance them off with the whole shake. We can never be fake, pumping the great, never hate. Yo, rainbow throw them, toss them in the lake. Hey, man, it's all love, positive for that. Like I said, don't be violent if you got to. Shout out to the ones that know for a fact that, you know, you gonna make it even when you down, and they believe in you, so they don't give up on you. But it's time. Y'all already know what time it is, man. The close out. Need not say more. Get your top paper. Get your raw paper. Get your backwoods. First, get your grinder. If you get the grinder, if you thugging it, yeah, man, you don't need the grinder. Get your blunts. Yeah, man, get your Javas. You know what I mean? It's whatever, man. You know, get your Dutchies, your Phillies. Yeah, man. We did that, man. Get your Black and Miles. Get your new, yeah, man, your loose ones. Get your Newports. Yeah, man. Your Zanny, your Perks. I don't support all of it, but hey, man, whatever you do, yeah, man, get your Oxys, get your Lean. Rather the high expensive one on that ZQL. Get your book that you read. That new job is gonna call you back, man. Good church service, man. Yeah, man. Just good company, man. You feel what I'm saying? Get out of that. People, they only speak good things into existence in your life. Get out of that. Good love, positive energy. Get out of that. I mean, shout out to my queen, number one, first and foremost. all the queens out there, man. One love, man. Shout out to the ones that try to stay positive. Yeah, man. Even through the times of depression, man. Yeah, man. The spirits, vibes, man. Get high of that. You know, the music, man. One love, peace. Get high of that. And this album that's about to drop, nigga, smoke. Get high of that. Get your Amsterdam, your Hennessy, your Manny Chevys, your Ciroc, your Effin', yeah, man, your Patron, your Coronas, yeah, man, your Paul Masson, Pinot Grigio. If I ain't saying it right, oh well, you know, you feel what I'm saying? Feel nice, whatever you drink, feel nice, yeah, man. Your Blackberry still, your regular still, your 40s, man, yeah, man, feel nice, man. Friday, be safe out there, it's cold though, but feel nice, man. Don't let nothing stop your day. Enjoy it, get high off of it, you know, embrace. Revealing approved information now. I support anybody that support me. I show love back tremendously, you know. Album on the way, 90% done as I stated before. Sounds like it's fire. I know it's fire. I know it's that Obey, man. You know, going on the fast, man, as fast as something special. But we gonna talk more. Revealing approved information now. Y'all be safe.